Hey everybody, Coach Kyle and Brandon here with you today. We're going to talk about the bench press. More specifically in the bench press, we're talking about consistency in leg drive. So one of the things we look for in coaching is the athlete's ability to maintain consistent leg drive and not an on and off, as I call it. So we're going to highlight that and then talk about how we can set up a little bit more efficiently. Brandon, if you would please, go ahead and lay down for me. So Brandon's not going to change his setup very much here at all, but leg drive will not be consistent until the bar touches the chest, and we'll cover a couple other faults that might bring out as well. Go ahead and press when you're ready. Go about 3 reps for me. And we can see here, huge leg drive, but that does not keep consistent tension for us. One of the other problems this can create, let's go ahead and have you round those shoulders and come into a dump position. Cameraman, if you highlight this shoulder here, with this huge leg drive, a lot of times, you can go ahead and rack it if you want, athletes will bring that shoulder into an anterior dump position. Head might also come off the bench, coupled with a huge leg drive to receive that load and throw it back up towards the bench. Go ahead and press for me one more time. And even worse, to maintain consistency and tension with the lower body off the ground up into the torso, the hips might rise up off the bench with that as well. Add that fault in if you would please. Now it looks like this athlete has huge leg drive. Good, go ahead and rack it and sit on up for me. And there's a fair amount of leg drive there. The problem, it's like a coiled spring. We're pushing down on the spring before we let it go. If that spring stays tight, there's always tension there, ready to release upwards into this direction. A lot of our better bench pressers, as you see when Brandon sets up here, you may not notice as much leg drive. So you might think watching that this version had more leg drive, when in reality, a good setup with more consistent tension pressing off the floor, you may not see as much leg drive up into the barbell. Let's go ahead and look at a better setup here. So again, not much has changed, but before the bar comes out, you're going to see more consistent leg drive pressing up into the shoulders at this point in time. A lot more global tension through the full body as well. Good. More leg drive. Stay tighter through there. Nice. That last rep is the best. Go ahead and sit on up. Anything to add there, sir?
Just keep in mind we have a little more in-depth video here on Kabuki MS. Go ahead and check it out if you have any more questions.
One of the things we like to see with our athletes, obviously, is some kind of sticky shirt, sticky bench. And I highlight that real quick because this is probably not the ideal shirt that Brandon would bench press in, on a slippery bench with not a bunch of weight. So if you're having trouble feeling tension because you're sliding across the bench, we need to do one of multiple things to address that so we can stay stuck to the bench, so we can feel tension from our legs up into our shoulders, out the barbell.
That's about it.